Hello, good afternoon. Gonna try something different with the mic cover this time. I tried like doing a little dusty, but it's whatever precise reflection right here is bouncing like just enough light in exactly the right tone because the green screen's behind me. It can't be reflecting backwards. Um, there's a little bit on the mic too, it feels like. I don't know why. It's reflecting just enough in the wavelength that it needs to slightly fuzz out my microphone. Um, I don't know. Maybe I need to get stickers and like paste them on. I also thought about um, I thought about wrapping this entire thing in green and then I just have like a floating microphone. So like, but then you'd see the game like through the stuff. So that's ridiculous. Anyway, hi. It is a Tuesday. That's all I got. Go try not to yawn. I'm trying not to yawn because it will summon Amalia, and then I will make Amalia yawn, and it will become a yawn feedback loop. Which I haven't looked up the reason why we yawn and why others trigger the reflex in us, but I have read a little bit more about sneezing. And what's interesting is that we don't have to make a noise when we sneeze. Like we make the air noise, but like the people who have the exaggerated achoo and like apparently that's just us. It has nothing to do with the action. It's just us. So yeah. But hey Mimic, hey. Hey Robo, hey Mimics and Misfits, welcome on in. Hello Springleaf, hello Fly Pfeiffer. Um yeah, today's probably just going to be a little bit low key, a little bit chill. Happy to talk about stuff. I don't really have anything on deck to talk about. The session 0 that I had over the weekend went well. My head is full of thoughts, and I have to write them down, which is like the worst part of having thoughts. Honestly, I think it's unfair that we are expected to write these down so they can be used later by us or other people, honestly. Hey, Puddle Glum, I hope that work is going well. I was lurking in DC's stream just before getting set up for my own, so I don't know if I'm ready for anything at all today or not. I don't know. I don't like, yeah, today's just it's not a wash exactly, but, and I mean, good things happened. Like I was having a serious issue with my new home networking hardware because it would not let my work VPN connect no matter what. And I was looking online. I mean, I'm that person. I was looking all over the place. Like, how do I fix this? Who else has had a problem like this and how did they fix it? And wouldn't you know, Reddit saved my ass. A post from 2 years ago. The exact same thing. Like, I can connect to my home Wi Fi, but I can't connect my VPN. They said, well, I just disabled this function in my router, which I didn't even know was a function because I hadn't had a new router in so long. And I looked and there it was, and I disabled it or turned it off, and now everything works again, and I'm mad about it. But yeah, there's that. Um, so yeah, so I did do a good thing. Unfortunately, because I thought the problem was specifically Wi-Fi, I did go and buy an extraordinarily long networking cable so it could go around my apartment to like the laptop, which I now don't need. So I'm probably still going to end up using it for things like connecting, if I want to stream from the laptop, connecting the laptop directly to um like the Ethernet. But otherwise that, or if I can run it upstairs and it can extend and connect to my Wi-Fi extender, so I have a stronger signal up there. I don't know if that's better or worse, actually. Um, hey Tanya, welcome on in. Today, yeah, today is just today. It ain't it ain't no big thing. I'm not gonna do any new games today. It's gonna be PowerWash Simulator for a minute because I'd love to unlock the roller disco. which I think I need to do a little bit of the rock climbing wall to do that. And then we almost never do Animal Crossing on a day that isn't Sunday. I thought I would surprise my animals. Maybe we'll do another hotel room. Um, since we've done 3 now and there's 8. And if I'm doing my math correctly, that means I have 5 more to do. I also wonder, after you're done, are you allowed to go in and change them? I hope so. Like maybe you can tell Lillian, like, hey, get everybody out of the hotel. I want to change it up. But yeah, so we're going to start off with some PowerWash Sim. Feel free to natter away and chat. I'll probably natter away as I do. If anyone has anything they'd love to chat about, by all means. If you just want to talk about how awesome Bad Bunny's halftime performance was, I'm here for that. I have now watched it like 5 times. Yeah, like so good. It's just so good. So, but let me let me get things started on the game side. And we'll play a little stuff. For Signal, I finally connected to my cable. My internet provider has Wi-Fi like all over the city. Probably literally every building they supply is also Wi-Fi. So I finally connected my phone to like be authorized with that. So now if I am like completely out of signal, it'll connect to that. Finally. Hey Esoterica, good afternoon. Welcome on in. So we're gonna leave. Oh, whoops! I've done nothing on this end. Not a thing. Let me capture the game. That would help, right? I almost didn't do that. Don't tell Amalia. There we go. Let me come over here. Do I have a favorite Animal Crossing neighbor? I do like Julian a lot. Julian is a really cool unicorn that I used amiibos to get to my island, so I do like Julian. Hey, Dance Lover, welcome on in. I have been curious about like other special villagers that you can only get through amiibos. I'm really curious about that. So maybe, but yeah, like I don't know, but like I don't know, like Horizon Zero Dawn or something has no, not Horizon Zero Dawn. Like Resident Evil has an amiibo. I wondered, can you get somebody from Resident Evil in your game? That'd be kind of fun. There we go. That'd be kind of fun, right? You know, I don't know. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of power wash. I I believe after watching Steven and Sue play, I believe I just need to do a little. It helps if I connect the controller. A little bit in, um, a little bit of the rock climbing wall because I don't have any other options right now. So yeah, I did do the stone circle off stream and that was fun. Um, I was hoping it would be a little bit more secret or lore, but no, just, you know. But yeah, and I tried to get the achievement. There's an achievement that if you clean the pterodactyl first, you're supposed to get an achievement, and it didn't happen, and I don't know what I did wrong. Cause yeah, I did the pterodactyl, so we'll just start doing other stuff now. And what's the other stuff? The floor. So yeah. But it was like honestly though, it was nice to be able to complete my to fix my internet issue. It just I wish that I had been a little smarter in my research and I had researched all of the available problems first instead of I could have had a more comprehensive set of possible solutions. Um, but the end result is all I did was spend a little bit of money that I hadn't planned to on a very long amount of Ethernet cable, but that was also on clearance, so I saved like $30 on that. It's only 6, it's not 6A, so, you know, like I don't need it to have a, I just need the signal to go. I didn't need it to be like a forever signal. I also had to learn the difference between 6 and 6A and 5, and I don't even understand network cable anymore. I don't even understand network cable anymore, whatever. Oh, pasta's on. Whoa. I love a pasta dish. I also love a dish who makes pasta, but generally in my house I cook, so I guess maybe I'm the dish that makes pasta? I don't know. Have there been huge changes? I would say, in terms of the basic gameplay between PowerWash 1 and 2, not really. It is still point gun at thing, clean thing, you know. But they have added a few quality of life upgrades. They've added some new tools. So there's a new abseiling tool. So this you place against a wall, and you can now use this to clean. There are more of the maps. Basically, there are more maps. There's always more maps. And there are some new tools. So right now, I'm using the adjustable nozzle, which the adjustable nozzle is all nozzles in one. So it can go from the tiny, tiny, tiny to the widest to the widest, not widest. Got enough of that in this country as it is. The widest of nozzles. So it has become my new favorite. Nothing will ever replace, you know, the yellow nozzle. But being able to just dial in your preferred width is nice. I mean, I guess that's also what the apps are for. Being able to you know what? Never mind. Nice. Okay, let's get the ocean bits. It does rotate, so it can still, you can still be a team horizontal or team vertical. I think I'm always team vertical if I have a choice. So yeah, they've added some new tools. Hold on, I think I can show you in the shop. So yeah, in terms of new washer equipment, we now have the Swirl Force Surf Ace, which is made for flat surfaces. So honestly, like I should be using it on this because this is all flat. Hold on a second. How do I... So yeah, the Swirl Force Surf Ace is good for flat surfaces. But it's hard for me to like dial in exactly where it is. Okay, let's do the Lorge head. But it has a very cool effect. Like you've got the steam coming out from underneath it. But it's not my favorite, I'll admit. Even though I suppose it really, for flat surfaces, it actually is much better. You probably end up doing less work. And it's got a cool effect. And it actually is much more chill of an effect, steam-wise. Steam it down. Get steamy. Yeah, I'm team the right tool for the right job, so, you know, if there were a versatile team, I guess I would be on that team. And with the new game, you have so many more options of things to use, so it's really nice. So yeah, like it is, if you want to just do a little around. Nice. All right. But it's not really great. Let's see here. We want... Oh, no, we don't want... I mean, we're fine with that, but I would rather that. The triple tip nozzles, that's a lot. That's just too much. You don't need all that. That's a lot of work. I do like the way they do water on surfaces as well. It's very nice. Just a little small volcano. Just a little volcano as a treat. And in this case, the floor really is lava. I mean, it's not, but it's a lot, you know, but it's art. It's representational art. Hey, Meridu, welcome on in. Thank you for the resub. And I admit, I'm only here for as long as it takes me to unlock the roller rink. So I suspect I have to get this to at least 20%, possibly 40%, so we'll just keep going until we do. Hey, Tyrannosaurus, welcome on in. Good morrow. Good morrow and well met. And thank you for the resub, I appreciate that. I was thinking I was thinking today, like, I know it's winter and all, but well, maybe because it's still winter, I was like, why is it PAX Unplugged like next week? If it's this cold, I should be going to PAX Unplugged. You know, just saying. I did go outside today because I need, as for the aforementioned network cable, I did go outside and I saw water melting on the street, which made me very, very fun. Very happy to see water finally melting. So we might finally be getting rid of our gross concrete crap bergs. Because let me tell you, people are not really... I mean, there's one thing. You can't stop your dog peeing in the snow. I get it. Like, they're going to do what they're going to do wherever. But people are also just not picking up the poo. And yeah, it's just like, that's not fun for anyone. Don't do that. I appreciate how you can actually climb. Like, you can climb on a lot of the things here. They're not bad at... Oh, can we get... Hold on, let's extend the nozzle and see if we can clean the things from up here. But yeah, otherwise, I also just... I've said I have cabin fever. I have been inside too long. You don't expect to not want to go out for this long, and it's because we've had some relatively mild winters. So that's just, you know, me not remembering what actual winter is like. But dang, if I am not done with winter. Like, it is time for you to leave. Be like Grandpa Simpson and like with the ice cubes around his head, like, get out of here, old man winter. Okay, palm tree leaf. Where are... Oh, up here. Hold on, let's... Okay, if you're there, then can I... Ha ha ha. Why aren't you clean? Okay. Where are you dirty? The eternal power wash. Gotcha. Okay. Palm tree's clean. I'll also say if you do upgrade your equipment, you get a lot more wash for your buck. I was going to say bang for your buck, but that doesn't quite work. If you upgrade your equipment, then yeah, you can basically clean a little bit faster. So it just depends. Like, you can never upgrade your equipment if you don't want to. You never have to. It'll just take you longer to do stuff. Which, in a game like this, that's a perfectly normal way to play. Just no thoughts, only water and vibes. I mean, I do wish that we could send the colder... I wish that we could often do just a quickie climate exchange program. I would love that sometimes, to be like, you know what, we're just going to swap. And either we need climate exchange or just teleporters. Like, I'll just transport and we can trade. And if we have transporters, it's cool because then, like, if you forgot something, like, you can just come back and get it. I will always think about, in Star Trek, how Ben Sisko's dad said, like, when he went to the academy, he would just use his transporter credits to just beam back home for dinner. You know, not admitting that he was homesick, but just, you know, like, he would just come, he would just walk in the door as if it was nothing, as if nothing had changed. And I think that would be cool. Like, if you could go to school and then just be like, you know what, I'm feeling a little homesick, or maybe I need to ask for money in person, just boop. Philosophical implications of the transporter. Yeah, you know, if you don't think about it, I would say that if you are a religious sort of person, I would really not think about the transporter. Really don't do it. Plus, there are far too many stories. There are far too many stories about the person who has to take care of the thing behind, like, left behind. I gotta find one. Like, I feel like classic sci-fi writers wrote about this. Like, the person whose job it is to basically clean out the booth. Oh, Reg Barkley. Yeah, no, Reg Barkley will be proved right about everything. Like, when he was like, there's something in the beam. There's something in the annular confinement beam. And they were like, that's not a thing, Reg. Just chill out. There were absolutely monsters in the beam. Like, there absolutely were. And I mean, you can say Reg was right. It's really more like McCoy was right. Like, Leonard McCoy was like, don't put me in that thing unless you got to. I also believe that Dr. Pulaski was similar. Like, if you don't have to put me in one of those things, don't. And when your ship's medical crew, hey Ham Mods, welcome on in. Hey Amalia, when your ship's medical crew are the ones who are like, you know, maybe don't ride in that thing as often as you think you need to, you might want to listen. I'm just saying, like, you might want to listen. Hey, Tiny Chaos Mouse, welcome on in, and thank you for the follow. Yeah, I will talk Star Trek literally anytime. The only limits that I have right now on talking about Star Trek are if we can keep any spoilers about Starfleet Academy to a nil or minimum, that would be great because not everybody's had a chance to enjoy it yet, and I don't want to be the one that ruins some really good stuff, in my opinion. Some really clever storytelling and some really good stuff. And also, once again, some very sexy people in space. Like, I know like modern performers are sexy, period, but like Doctor Who and the Discovery, Strange New Worlds, etc. era of putting really sexy people with problems in space on TV, like damn. Like you've done nothing but create problems for us. This volcano's single. We should probably maybe can we hook this volcano up with like the other volcano over there? This volcano's single. Hey, welcome home. Hey, Whomst, welcome on in. Okay, well, I'm up here. Let's get these leaves. On the tree. Get up there. Nick, hello, welcome on in. I think, yeah, I think the volcanoes could be a little bit of a hot collab, I think, you know. Follow their only vents. Or is it only flows? Probably only flows. They are literally the hot singles in your area. I mean, the volcano type of this boulder park is a classic stratovolcano, just like Rushless. Highly explosive with a fast lava flow that doesn't travel far before cooling, leading to those classic steep banks. I'm getting volcano information now. It's true lava. Oh my god. Sorry. True lava. It makes the heart molten. Aw. These are the ridiculous puns I need in chat today. I do have leftovers for dinner, so I'm already set up for that. So I'm like, I don't have to think for food later, which is really nice. Okay, hold on. I think all these are done. I never saw Moana, so I didn't, and I haven't seen the short either, so maybe I'll look that up later. The short that, you know, the short that I, like, the one that I remember is the one, Bao, of, like, you know, making food with the mother. I remember that one, but I never saw that short. Maybe I should have tissues handy when I do, apparently. Which for me, like, pretty much everything I watch nowadays is giving me emotions, so, you know, gross. Also, no, not really gross, but still, like, I'd like to be able to watch something without becoming a blubbering mess. See, this is the allegation against the secretly British, is that I cannot do the stiff upper lip. If I try to do the stiff upper lip, I'm just going to start giggling, which is even worse. Open the door, get on the floor, everybody wash the dinosaur. Oh, wow. That is a gorgeous color. Dimetrodon also sounds like it could be a transformer. Hey, Chrysicom, welcome on in. So let's see. We'll see if it's 20%. We got a little note. We'll see if it's 40% or 50% of the skate park. Sorry, the rock climbing park. The skate park was also a fun level in the first game. And we'll move on to the actual skating thingy. And do that for a little bit, and then we'll pop into the island. I don't know if, and maybe people who play Animal Crossing can tell me, I think that Animal Crossing, regardless of your local sunup or sundown, has a specific time at which it becomes like evening and night. So I'm wondering if we go in at like, if we go in at, you know, sorry, what time is it now? I can't see. If we go in at like 5 or 5:30, if it'll be like nighttime. Or the sun will just be setting, which sunset in Animal Crossing is also very pretty. Unlike Fred Flintstone, just like booping down the tail, the spikes of the dinosaur. Yabba dabba doo, etc. I was never a yabba dabba doo person, but I was the, like, when it's time for me to leave work, you just see nothing but, like, swiggles in the air and tumbleweeds. Or, like, Witch Hazel in the Bugs Bunny cartoon, you just see a bunch of hairpins left behind. You got to get the dino underarm areas, I believe. Hey, Vancouver by Night, how are you doing? I think our Dimetrodon is done. Your Dimetra done. Number one thing about comedy, if I don't make me laugh, I'm definitely not going to make anyone else laugh. I am literally cleaning up the ocean floor as well. It's kind of fun. Oh, I gotta get in between the dino toesies. As long as the laugh didn't turn into choking on the fish, then we're good. Oop, hold on. The tail was in the way. I was gonna make a joke and I shouldn't. But gasolina has been stuck in my head as well. So my brain just any given moment, it's like. Whereas Hawaii, as you know, is full of shield volcanoes. Shield upon shield upon shield volcanoes. They have a slow flow rate and are less explosive, leading to gentle slopes that cover a wider area. This is the park ranger giving us volcano facts. Frankly, if I saw this at a Hawaiian theme park, I'd demand a refund. Well, you sound like you're great at parties. Dame más gasolina. No. Oh. You just needed that. You needed that. It was impossible not to be happy watching that entire performance. Also, I need to know whoever Ricky Martin has made a deal with. Um, I mean, it also could just be the fact that he has wealth and time to go to the gym and skin treatments and all that a lot. Cause damn, like, damn. So I don't know if anybody's watching. I made like mad fun of it. So like, I'll take this hit. Uh, the show on FX called The Beauty. It is based on a comic series where in the comic series there is a sexually transmitted disease, and it's nicknamed the Beauty. But what it does is if you catch it, um, it like basically transforms your body into the best version of itself. And there's a whole deal about why it exists. People are trying to get it on purpose and things like that. So so FX gave Ryan Murphy money, and from watching the show, they gave him a lot of money because they are like world traveling in this one. They've taken an interesting tack on the comic story, which, comic adaptations are not always one to one. But it just kind of reminds me of what, what level of passive income and free time do I need that I can just like eat well, go to the gym and do like a facial mask and just like look like that at Ricky Martin's age, who I'm pretty sure is older than me. I'm not going to look that up because that might hurt me now. Um, but yeah, it was a good show. Um, and I will say, watching The Beauty, I will give credit where credit is due. It is not exactly like everything else Ryan Murphy has done. The hard part about watching the show is it is so vastly different than the comic book story. They are focusing on very different things in the TV show than they did in the story, so it's really not even close to the same story anymore. Um, but it's good. Unfortunately, it stars Ashton Kutcher, who's a dick, so, And he's playing a dick, so, you get to continue to hate. But yeah, I think the TV shows I'm watching right now are Starfleet Academy and The Beauty that I'm trying to keep caught up on. Otherwise, oh, look at that lake over there. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I like that. Otherwise, I am trying to keep up with my anime shows, which I keep forgetting about every now and then I catch up with them in like a big block, which is kind of nice. Um, but yeah, regardless, for anyone who watched the Super Bowl halftime and didn't get it, I hope that several of the threads and articles that have been written since have helped you understand exactly what was being portrayed. And somebody mentioned that Bad Bunny did a concert that does a lot of similar staging. So if you want to see him continue with more of the same kind of storytelling in concert, I'll find the link. When do I go on break? In about like 10 minutes. I'll find the link and share it in chat. I think I saved it, or did I liked it or saved it, so hopefully I can find it again. Assuming Blue Sky doesn't need my date of birth to go look at my saved whatevers. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired of, like, can social media, we were all doing pretty well and having places to hang out and chat and do stuff. And then they keep doing horrible things to the platforms. Um, yes, Tyran. The fact that the Bushes were performers as well, and it's now coming out that like they weren't, they were signed to an NDA, so they couldn't say anything, but they can now. And they said some of them were wear this and stand still. Some of them were wear this and you'll have to move around. Um, I thought that was great. So let's see. I am watching Jack of All Trades. So Jack of All Trades is another. The hero's party threw out the most effective member of their party because they did not see their worth. As somebody who works in corporate America, I don't know why I gravitate to these kinds of shows so often about someone discounting the most valuable member of their team. I don't know why. I think I just do my own therapy with anime. There's also, let's see, is it Roll Over and Die? Hold on a second, let me go look the name of it. Hey, Cargen X, welcome on in. I think it's called Roll Over and Die. The main character is given a blessing by all, like, basically the people who become heroes are given blessings by the gods. She has a blessing, but she's not really sure how to use it. And members of her party think that she's dead weight because of it, and they kick her out. And then she discovers what her ability is, and we now see her life. It's mainly from her perspective, but they're doing some interesting things with the whole world mythology and lore, so I'm into it. This one is not really. This one's cheating, honestly. This level, like, you don't have to use the ladders at all because it's all one big climbing level. Except I don't know if I can get on top of that tree. Yeah, I agree, Tyran. It's essentially social media. The only way that it was made good is that you were curating your spaces with the people that you wanted to hang out with, and other people were curating their spaces to be, even if you weren't spending a lot of time there, they were curating their spaces to be decent spaces to hang out in. And now all of that is at risk simply because we can't keep that space if we have, like, you have one not safe for work channel because you were doing the right thing by marking the channel as not safe for work. Now they're like, oh, well, you have a not safe for work channel on your Discord, so everyone's going to have to verify. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to take the channel away then. Like, I'm going to have to be like, sorry, spicy stuff gotta not be around, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get on top of this thing. Hey, Alien Traveler, welcome on in. Tuesday's going okay. Tuesday is Tuesdaying a little bit. Okay, let's try. Oh, come on. I can't surgical strike this. Aha, there's one. There's one leaf that has so much. Can I jump on the fence? I cannot jump on the fence. That's rude. Yeah, that leaf and that leaf on the oh, all the these three leaves. These three leaves. definitely have stuff on the upper side that I can't get at, and I'm wondering what I need to do for that. Well, I can just jump off the top of the thing. I don't have fall damage. Yeah, like, it's a climbing wall, so therefore... Nah, I can't. I can't get enough momentum to get over there. All right, fine. You win, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do a cool one. I'm not going to do your silly little ladders. I'm going to do the cool thing. You think you beat me? You didn't beat me. Going up. Heh. I still say that the scaffolding and now the abseil and the scissor lift, I still say they don't count as ladders. Because they really are like of last resort. Except again, the aiming is not so great with the scissor lift. So yeah, Steven mentioned on his stream as well that they're still working out. I mean, I don't know if they're still working on, but I hope they are still working on dealing with the bugs. The fact that like the dead zone still isn't, there's no dead zone in the software. So that's why every now and then you drift, because there's no way for it to detect, like I'm drifting right now and I'm not moving. There's no way to change that in the software. You can only change it on your end, which, you know, most people aren't going to do that for a single game, especially not a PowerWash. They're going to do it for a shooter. They're not going to do it for like a PowerWash sim. Hold on, I can probably go a little bit wider. Like Bob Ross. We're going to use a little wide fan brush here. So yeah, the game, I mean, it's perfectly playable, but every now and then I just start very slowly listing to the left or to the right, and I'm like, people have mentioned falling off of stuff when they're trying to clean it. And I'm like, yeah, you're just trying to stand still, and the game won't let you. It's like when we played the Ardenfall demo, and that one character just kept walking. Like, he did not want to talk to us. So us initiating a conversation with the NPC did not stop their movement, so they just basically kept pushing me out of the way while talking to me, and I'm like, okay. This town was already unfriendly. That just takes it to the next level. Okay, we're almost at 40%, so hopefully 40 or 50 will get us to the next area. Let's see here. I'm also watching the bookkeeper, the isekai about the bookkeeper. So isekai office worker. The other world's books depend on the bean counter, which is basically BL. It's basically BL. Then there's another one that is a gentle noble's vacation recommendation. That is, if not BL, why BL shaped? Can I climb on this tree? No. Correct. BL is boys love. Basically, it's like gay is gay. But there's also a very specific kind of There's a specific kind of one that like it it tries to play the, you know, oh, this show isn't gay. It just so happens that like it just so happens there aren't any femme characters. Every man is extraordinarily gorgeous, and they're all basically platonically in love with each other. But there's no, hanky panky, and I'm like, okay, sure, you can try and call it however you want, buddy, but I know what's going on. Whereas the other one I watch is simply like, oh yeah, they're boning. They are definitely boning. There's an in story reason why they're boning, but they're boning. But it's also nice to just see, it does the nice little slice of life. Hey, welcome on in DC, welcome on in Raiders. It's nice to see a slice of life where again, you have friendships between masculine coded people, and they're not weird or competitive or abusive. Everyone's just everyone's just friends who's rooting for each other. It's nice to have that. But welcome in, Raiders. Hope that your stream was going well. I was lurking for a bit and then I left because I started streaming. Sometimes I forget and I have somebody else. I leave the tab up that I'm watching while I go do my stream, and I'm like, oops, hold on. Is one of these leaves? Is it the tree? Let me find where on the tree is dirty, and then we'll take a little break. You're coming in right as... There we go. It was just the tip. I do need to take a small break. It is my break time coming up, but I will welcome you all in. Oh, there we go. DeMarcus Aurelius. Glow with the flow. You sound like just who we need to clean up after our roller disco fiasco here in Bucketon. Okay, we have unlocked the roller disco fiasco. So, where's one of my cats? I think the cats are... I think everyone's actually chilling outside. Hello, Bubbles. I'm trying to pet you. The game won't let me pet you. Perfidy. Roller Disco Fiasco is the name you give to one of your previous relationships. That sounds like a story. But yeah, I will take a small break. Maybe while I'm gone, the character will just drift off to the side again. But I'll take a little break. I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, go to the bathroom, get some more water. I've not been drinking water, and I need to. So if you, like me, forget to hydrate yourself, now's a great time to do that. As what did they said? Neurodivergent people are like they're the opposite of ChatGPT. Well, we'll still give you like random deep dive answers on stuff, but we have to be reminded to drink water versus the other way around. So I will talk to you all in just a few bits after the break, and I will see you on the other side. Bye. Welcome back, hopefully from the break. Welcome me back. I don't know, whatever. I'm back. We have just gotten our next thingy, so we'll look at that for we'll look at the roller disco and we'll complete some of it, but not all of it. I feel like my microphone changed. 1 second. That was odd. So yeah, we will go to the next job. I'll probably finish the rock climbing park off stream. I'll admit it's not super my jam, but that's okay. The roller disco, Rollers, Monk Street, Bucketon. Welcome to the town of Bucketon, home of the Taco Dorger. Takot Dorger. Got it. Takot Dorger. If you don't know what that is, it's a taco shaped like a hot dog that tastes like a burger. Traditionally served by a dog in Lederhosen, but that's not relevant to its name or the taste, or this job for that matter. Anyway, the reason you're here is that we've just had a huge win. For years now, local enterprises have been forced to use our old roller disco as a makeshift premises, but an anonymous benefactor has come through with a substantial donation. It means we can roll everyone out into our brand new community hub and still have enough left over to clean this place up and restore it to its original purpose. Lace your boots, y'all. Bucketon's back on the map. That is a very good question. How did they get the dog in the Lederhosen? I think it would just cover the back, but this is getting into how would a centaur wear pants. So yeah, yeah. I also do like that when we hold up our gun, it does have like the bolt, the nut like there, but there's no hose attached to it. Come on, do it again. All right, fine, never mind. This map is, oh wow, okay, we have a little lounge. Oh, this is the food court, and it is, as you would expect, covered in food. Hey gnome, how you doing? We have the skate rental over here. Lockers. Oh wow, they even put the abseil in here. Not the abseil, the scissor lift in here. Okay. Got a little dance floor, a little disco tiered bench. Welcome on in, Nether. Hello, Raiders. Hope that you're doing well. DJ booth, nice. And now we have to fly. Because the first thing we have to do is this. Thank you, Gnome. You got me up here. Gnome lifts us up where we belong. Priorities. Oh, that looks really nice with the water effects, too. I'm gonna make, like, I could make this my new religion. This is awesome. Okay. And, always gotta wash the pole. Wow. Sorry, it's not even the pole. It's the rod. Saying that right as a raid comes in is so perfect. Welcome on in, Looney. Hello. How are you doing? I lurked in one of you were like, I lurked in one of your streams the other day. I think you were just like just getting back to it and like talking about coming back and stuff. All right. Hopefully that's enough to get the toppy bit. Now we got to get the bottom bit, as you do. Oh yeah, they're doing a really good job with the glisten. That's nice. That's some good effects. When Steven and Sue were watching this, I mentioned that this disco is a little more sunset synthwave than like I would expect a roller disco to be. But I think green was the right color to choose for the dirt because everything in here is pink. Oh no, what did I... Oh. I normally don't have this much trouble keeping my balls clean. There we go. As you can see, when I broke the news to everyone, there were scenes. I'll explain. Oh, okay, so the roller rink, the disco roller rink used to be their community space, and apparently people didn't want to not use it for their community space or something. I'm not really sure. So that's why it's covered in filth. I guess they got really used to using it, and they're like, we don't want to go anywhere else. And I wouldn't either. I would, if you would let me have my business meetings in a roller skating rink, I would absolutely do it. You couldn't stop me. I'd insist that we take the I'd insist we take the Zoom meetings like as we were skating. Oh, did we get another raid? Oh, you hi bye raid. Yes. Hello. Also, it's fine to be wiped. I've also had a bit of a heavy day, so I get it. But thanks for saying hi. And yes, do good sleep. And if sleep eludes you, then you go punch it in the nuts and force it to give you good sleep. I'm pretty sure that's not how this works. Like, I'm not a doctor, but, I mean, technically Dr. Oz is a doctor and he gives horrible advice, so you could do a lot worse. See, this is not really the feel of the 80s. This again is what someone who wasn't there thinks it was like. Like, this is like a Stranger Things version of the 80s, except Stranger Things got the 80s right. Oh wow, this floor is amazing. Holy shit. I do like the floor. But yeah, this is much more mall food court in the 90s, I would say. A disco rink would, I mean, even... What's interesting is there's no discernible lights being on. There are light sources coming from places, but even with the lights on, no disco rink would be this bright. Even with just the lights on. Disco wheels and groovy feels. Okay, I do appreciate that. That's nice. Still though, I mean, I love a good, like, if I could play my roller skating mix for you, I would, but that would not be allowed. I also need to update my playlists and export them to YouTube, so people like, if you're not doing Spotify, you can listen to them there. Hold on, where else on the wall is dirty? Little tiny bits and bobs, huh? Computer, Arch. Also, I guess if you're on the holodeck, computer, Arch, your back. I don't know. What happens in there stays in there is all I know. Okay, where are you? Oh, you're dirty on the tops of the... Oh, hold on. I did appreciate, though, at least in San Junipero, you had different eras that you could visit when you were in San Junipero. That was nice. Um, but I did find it fascinating that like the majority of people in and that was telling, it was very telling about what age and what year many of the seniors were, was that they would choose to go to a late 80s version of a fake West Coast US city. Yeah. Like I feel targeted by this episode. As I'm sure Charlie Brooker may have also felt self-targeted by it. I don't know. I'm not going to say San Junipero was the last good Black Mirror episode, but it was definitely the era when it was good. As much as I love, speculative science fiction series, it's Black Mirror suffers from not being able. It suffers the opposite of the Onion problem, where the Onion is reporting stuff as satire, and then the world catches up with them, and it's like, oh crap. Black Mirror was not able to think of anything like doing a thing and calling it evil, but the problem is a tech billionaire then suggests that very thing in the news the next day. Like, yeah, at some point it's no longer speculative. And it's not even like, it's just, yeah, like it's no longer weird enough for me to feel like I'm watching science fiction. I just feel like I'm watching a bad like morality play of the current day. Which is, in some cases, what art is meant to do, but it just wasn't. The thing wasn't thinging. I'm not moving this ladder until I have to. You're going to force me to move this ladder, aren't you? I spit on your ladder with my power washer. Blech. Oh my gosh, yeah, remember when Google's motto was do no evil, or don't be evil? Yeah, that changed real fast. Though my friend has been watching, he's been catching up on the older, like speculative sci-fi shows. So he's been watching like the old Outer Limits, and I think he's now watching Out of the Unknown. And um, both of them took on the same story. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the story. It is where these people find a doctor's bag, and it's very clear that the doctor's bag is from the future, and it can cure like all kinds of ailments easily. Like it's far beyond any medical technology you could ever imagine. Um, and and what happens is the people in the future realize, oh crap, somehow like this accidentally got sent to the past, and they turn it off. Just as the person's trying to demonstrate, like, I can take this scalpel and it won't cut me. Um, they turn it off right then. And my friend was like, like he didn't believe that somebody with no medical knowledge could pretend to be a doctor. And I was like, really? All we have are people pretending to be doctors, and they're just con artists. Like the guy with the medical bag would have made money, and then he would have been in jail next to the Theranos lady. Which, as somebody with a blood-based chronic illness, no amount of hell is hot enough for her. None. No amount at all. I'm not going to be able to get rid of this ladder, am I? This ladder's going to be right in the middle of everything, isn't it? Though you're not wrong, Alien Traveler. Like, oh, also the Rashida Jones, people do bring up the Rashida Jones Black Mirror episode, and I don't know which one that is, so I don't believe I've seen it. Um, but yeah, like, you should not doubt yourself, because there are tons of people out there that do not experience that whatsoever, and it's kind of ridiculous. Hey, Bride, welcome on in. Interesting. This ladder's already. Oh, that's the stand. That's like the step ladder. Okay, gotcha. Does that step ladder also get stuck in the washing machine, or is that? Am I messing up how that works? This is a very large map as well. My goodness. I don't know who Buffy Sainte-Marie is, actually. I assume they're an artist that is no longer a good, or probably never was a good. Which is also something I need to think about, the people who we say, well, they turned out to be shitty. And wait, what am I even on right now? Am I on the ladder? No, get me off the ladder. I need to remember, okay, the ladder's in the way. But I need to remember about the people who were like, oh, wow, they turned out to be a shitty person. I'm like, no, they were always a shitty person. They just failed to hide it. She claimed to be a First Nations. Oh, wow. I mean, that does make me think about the crying Indian from the pollution ads was an Italian actor. Like, he was not of Native American descent at all. Also, those ads are basically like, that's the proper gaslighting definition. Oh, see, all this pollution, it's your fault. It's definitely not the fault of all the companies that paid for this ad campaign. It's definitely not our fault. The pollution's all your fault. Because you throw out one tin can. You throw out one tin can on a road trip, so all of this is your fault. Yes. I might be mixing up his nationality, but I believe that he was an Italian actor. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that's awful, and I mean, not to completely get on the I don't completely get on like people of different nationalities playing other nationalities on TV, because for a lot of them, sometimes a job is a job. And this was like, the things I'm seeing them on were several years ago. But I do find a lot of people who are cast to play South Asian and Native American just not even, no, not at all. So yeah. I'm gonna, okay, this is like bouncing off like it's laminated floor, which is a really good thing, because a carpet in a roller rink is probably not a good idea. Especially with the taco hot dog burger thing. That seems messy. It seems kind of delicious, but also messy. I've also done what I normally do, which is I've cleaned the floor instead of starting on the ceiling. Like, it's something about walking around on the clean floors that I like, even though from a power washing perspective, it doesn't make much sense to do it that way. Oh, I miss roller skating. I'm not sure I could do it well anymore. I probably don't know. I don't know if I have the balance for that anymore, but I do miss roller skating. There used to be a roller skating rink that we would do that would host a skating night. That would host a skating night, and it was local-ish. It wasn't super local, but it was like enough. And it was just Monday night gay skate, and we'd all go out there and do our thing and feel fun and happy, and then like that was like a high point of our week. I realize now, like, if somebody tried something like that on a Monday night, I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, oof. Okay, we'll get some more of the floor. We'll see if we can get to 20%, and then, because I want to get some Animal Crossing time in as well, so I'd like to get this to 20%, but we'll see if that's a thing that can happen, because this map is huge. I wondered if they were ever going to add a spillover, or like if I hit this, that the water would then, you know, have a little bit of a. I guess feathering would be like the best if you use Photoshop or something. Feathering would be like the best thing I can think is like there's a little spillover, but yeah, it would probably be a little difficult, or it would be difficult to like ramp it down because it's like, okay, well, if the water affects something outside the range that you hit, when does the water stop doing that? You know, do you have to make the water almost expire after a certain time? Can I not get under here? That's rude. I can't get under the table. Wow. There's also an ice cream shop in PowerWash Simulator, the PWS the first, that reminds me of this map. Okay, where's the floor dirty and little bits and bobs here and there? Oh, I completely forgot. The ladder's covering up a whole chunk of it as well. There it is. Let's see. Okay, we've done that. What about the DJ booth? Oh, is there music? It's very quiet. Oh, but those turn on. We love a little disco light. We also love that it spins, so I don't have to do anything. Oh, I could have made the I could have made the disco ball spin. That would have been a lot easier to clean. Well, now I'm going to blast this DJ controller with water, which is an absolute safe thing to do. Do not do this. Oh, wow. You got the red and the... Oh, wow. Just the big old things going right in there. Okay. What's interesting is that the DJ booth is out in the open. There are no walls around it, like to even help with sound. Because yeah, you would not be able to see your DJ back in the day. They would be inside a little nice little carpeted wall booth. Generally not allowing anyone to come up and talk to them because they did not take requests. You had to submit them like on a slip of paper for like couples skate or dedications or something, but you couldn't just go talk to the DJ. Wasn't Love Lift Us Up? Wasn't that from An Officer and a Gentleman? Which I distinctly remember seeing in theaters with my parents and some of their friends. Like, we had gone out to dinner and ended it by going to see An Officer and a Gentleman in the theater. I don't remember who they were, but I can at least I can lock down a date of this memory as to it was when An Officer and a Gentleman was in theaters. Wow. Because I distinctly remember like mayonnaise. I'm like, okay. And the idea, the concept of a drill sergeant that is constantly trying to, he's not trying to make people leave. He is trying to make people realize that they don't want, like, they can't handle it. And it's not that he's like saying like, oh, you should just leave. It's like, no, I'm gonna show you what this is like, and then if you can't cut it, get out. Now I also want to say, let's see, Richard Gere and Deborah Winger. If that was right. I haven't watched that movie since. Definitely not watched that movie since then. Probably when it was on cable, probably. I am just spraying all the things with water that should not be sprayed with water. Like the outside of a barn or a building or a car, sure. This, I know it was dirty, but this is going, like, you need to be up in here with like the Q-tips and the toothbrush. You need not have a power washer come and just wreck it. Oh well, it's too late now. Oh, that's cute. The front of the DJ booth looking like a little cassette panel. And buttons. Nice. Honestly, I believe that the phrase goes, we don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. You know? You couldn't say the motherfucker part when you were in high school, but we did anyway. Who would dare leave a secret note that says that? Honestly. I think they need their eyes checked. Or maybe their ears checked. I don't know. Yeah, this is a whole... Yeah, wow. This is a whole, like, cassette tape. That's so cute. It was like when Moni Moni came on, and it was like, hey, get laid, get... Why were we such horrible kids? Like... But yeah, there was no stopping us singing that either. Like, were you a well-behaved child? I don't think so, actually. You know, like, don't subpoena my records. But no, I'm pretty sure I was not. Okay, what can we do? Because we're getting close to about 20%. We did the door, right? And the entryway. Oh, we can get, okay, we can try to get the ceiling. Hey, Dre, well, come on in. Well, whoever wrote that secret note is very kind. And I appreciate that. I still want whatever Ricky Martin has, like, in a bottle, though. Can you just, like, bottle that and send it to me? Because damn. In the corner by the high tables is where Jams has been running her community kitchen. Not only is her cooking incredible, but her language is even spicier than her hot sauce, so kids are like moths to a flame. And we were just talking about getting all cursy up in here. When she found out that we've refurbished the diner on the corner of Ellison Street, she went wild and cooked up a feast for half the town. Oh, so maybe this isn't a bad thing. Maybe it was just a celebration that got out of control. As they sometimes do. I would not hate if somebody sent me some whiskey either. I almost did a whiskey advent calendar this year and then chose not to because I just, after PAX, I couldn't find a budget for it. But I've not gone out for like a nice cocktail in a while, and I am waiting for spring to arrive so I can go do that. I'm well overdue just a nice little cocktail moment. Preferably with bringing my book and reading some filth. Okay. Ceiling is done. Let's get this arched wall trim, if you will. Oh, that would be fun to go to a distillery. We have distilleries here in DC, but they do not. I don't think they have like tasting visits. They don't have like an attached restaurant. Now the places that make beer, the breweries, they do. They will have a little. They'll have like a little bar where you can also enjoy the offerings. Yeah, this is very Gem and the Holograms. Like this is that late 80s Gem and the Holograms kind of thing. All right, let me see. We're at like a quarter done. So let's finish one last piece. Let's go with this, and then we'll go see what my animals are up to. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it is not, like, it has been a drier than usual 2026. Like, not super by choice, but just by happenstance. I'm like, oh, um, I enjoy doing my own kind of cocktail moments at home, but it is so much more fun for me to go out and like experience that like from like a more of a curated experience kind of thing. Even though it is less expensive for me to have my own spirits here, it's still more fun. And it's the only way that it's the only way I learn new recipes and new things is by going out and letting somebody make them for me. Okay, did we get the counter outer? Counter outer done? Okay. Got the trim. So we'll see if I can finish off the counter, and then I'll fire up the switch. That's impressive. I don't do Lent, so I don't, you know. I generally only give up things when I'm like going on a diet. Hold on, nope. Wait, that's the inner. I want the actual counter, so... Oh, it's the whole thing here, right. A payment machine? Now you're just getting too modern. I'm going to Venmo you for my skate rental. I mean, I would. And I can put the skates emoji. So when it gets subpoenaed, everyone can know that I'm paying for skates with my Venmo. Okay, I'm glad that you, like, yeah, I'm glad you were getting, like, you know, you're just trying to cut out more processed stuff. Yeah. I currently got some, I mean, I still have some cheddar cheese with, I still have one Cosmic Crisp apple left, and it's so yummy. But I also bought some grapes at the store today, and they're like the green seedless that are also a little bit, like, they're a little bit crunchy, but sweet. So I'm looking forward to that as a treat later on. See a door, clean a door. Yeah, Cosmic, like, they have... I still like Honeycrisp. Like, you know, I haven't gone off Miss Honey. Miss Honey. I have not gone off Miss Honey, but because we are now at that point where you cannot force apples to keep being the same apples forever. Honeycrisp has lost its throne. So yeah, Honeycrisp was definitely a contrast to apples when it was first developed, and then as I don't know what you would call like the kind of drift that happens, like because you can't force apple trees to always make the same apple, but we did have bad apples for a long time, and I mean bad as in nobody wanted to eat them, not bad as in they were like bad apples. It's a weird thing. Hey, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, we had apples that just nobody wanted. You know, there were when I was growing up, we had a big backyard. We had a big backyard, and if you got a bad apple, like a mushy or not a great apple, you would just like you try to like break it into sections and just throw it out in the back. and let it turn into compost with everything else. Or like the birds or whatever would get it because you're like, I'm not eating that. Min for life, welcome on in. Hope that you're doing well this Tuesday. I am just about to wrap up. I just wanted to get some dings in before we left. I'm just about to wrap up PowerWash and open up a little bit of Animal Crossing so we can have a different kind of chill. Okay, think I got all my base. I got all my bases covered. So yeah, let me see what is actually. It's like 12 to 6. Just do do I just do the dance floor? How quickly is the dance floor going down is the question. Because this dance floor does say trans rights, and I'm here for it. Like, they made a distinct choice not to have rainbow, which is what you'd expect. Now, that's interesting. The gnome? Okay, I wonder if this also has something to do with the gnome's, like, ability, but, like, you can't clean around this gnome. Wow. Okay, buddy. You're great, but you gotta go. Come here. Gnome. Pal. Okay, that's fine. Hello, Finite Singularity. Welcome on in. If anybody wonders, the instructions and inspiration for this redeem come from Finite Singularity. Sorry, come from Finite Singularity, who you can check over on twitch.tv/Finite Singularity. Lolly, 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 get your tutorials there. And probably your adverbs too, but, you know, I don't know. Nope, come here. I've committed to now cleaning the dance floor, so that's what's up. But yeah, if you are a user of OBS plugins and you enjoy the ones that do the weird stuff, because let's face it, we all love the weird stuff. You don't have to be ashamed of liking the weird stuff. We're not going to judge you here. It's totally fine. But if you want to do some fun and cool effects, you should check out his plugins, and you should also check out his streams. Doing live plugin coding, which, what bravery, honestly. And also has a great dog who always makes me want to take a nap. Okay, yeah, the dance floor's not too bad. I'm being very messy. I'm being very messy on the dance floor. It is not murder on the dance floor. Murder. Yeah, how much can I clean without actually moving the equipment? Exactly, Mimics and Misfits. I can write a novel without looking at the keyboard and be just fine. But the minute somebody is shadowing me or is watching me, I'm sharing my screen, I cannot type 2 letters. Like, consistently. It just doesn't happen. So yeah. I have a permanent to-do list to figure out other kinds of effects and redeems to do with more of the retro effects plugins and stuff like that. I just am a busy person who is also very tired. I don't know if anyone can relate. Yeah, Blood on the Dance Floor, that's Michael Jackson. But yeah, I am a fan of Sophie Ellis Bextor. From her days from Groovejet all the way to the other thing. Like her own days. And the Kitchen Disco. Which I think she like parlayed Kitchen Disco into a tour, so good for her. Okay, I think we're going to be able to clean the dance floor without moving a single tool. Because I refuse. However, I do wish I could turn the dance floor off so I could see better where I clearly did not clean. Yeah, I just left. Forensics is going to have a field day with this. I left splatter all over the place. Do not luminol this disco, y'all. Actually, any place that was a disco probably should not be luminol. Just don't do it. Okay, you're going to go over here because I think you are in the way. Yep. We should almost be done with the dance floor. I was not, I didn't do, like, my proper nerdy and only do it like a row at a time. So I'm going to have little bits of stuff all over the place. Let me just get the auto wash on. I even turned on the green shows up for a longer time before it expires now, because I just needed that little bit of extra. I want to say it's underneath the, this, because there's so little bit of it. But maybe it's not. But that is a problem when you don't do... There we go. I was like, when you don't do a nice pattern, is, you can't, like, tell where you have and haven't gotten. Okay, 33%. That's not bad. I'm good with that. So we will take the disco wheels and groovy feels on. Let me save. And we will head back out of this, and then we'll do a little bit of Animal Crossing, and then I'm going to go make some dinner and have some, probably some fruit and cheese and grapes and stuff. I put on the next thing of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I realized, like, it's boring. Like, I guess I do appreciate when something is threatening the world, because just having yet another dueling competition was kind of boring to me. Like, y'all have done so much. You know, you've saved the world several times over, and now you just have to be in some plain-ass dueling competition? What's, like, who cares? Yugi at some point should just be like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm going to go back to school because I haven't been to class in months. So, y'all have fun with your tournament. I just saved the world. You're welcome. Goodbye. I feel like you should just be like, nah, I'm good. I am actually good. Thank you. Okay. Where is the home button? There we go. So let me capture that, and I will take another small break while I get this going and set up, and I will make sure that I take stuff out to get up to room temp for heating later on. So I'll be RB. I'm gonna just do a short break. It's gonna be like the 90-second one, and yeah, I will see you on the other side of that break. I'm gonna have more water because I completely, like, I had a sip, and the water level has not changed. Like, I am pulling rookie numbers for my water, and I need to up those numbers. But I'll be back in just a little bit. Bye! For whatever reason, I keep smacking my microphone today, so changing the color of the mic cover is definitely, like, I don't know why it now exists in a different dimension of some kind because I've changed the mic cover. I really wish that they had made more custom covers for these. I like having black and red, but I would also love to have like a nice blue. Would be lovely. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do a little Animal Crossing. There we go. And I have to remember what button's what. There we go. Oh, it's being a little bit scratchy, so let me adjust the audio a little bit. They blew their chance at better colors. It and I'll say this. It is very nice being in a creator program for Logitech. So for them to say like, hey, we'd love you to help us showcase these, to test these things out. It's great. The problem comes when there's like an end of life for something, or they're not planning to make any more of them and you've really come to rely on the thing. And it's like, I know we said we were going to do custom covers for these, but they probably didn't sell well, so we didn't bother. And I'm like, wah, wah. You know, and it is funny to me because there were once blue microphones. So the fact that there is no blue cover for this is kind of like, huh. You know, but blue is no longer, blue doesn't exist anymore, so it's fine. All right, it does look like it's evening. I wonder if they'll notice that I don't usually show up on a Tuesday. If they even care. They don't care. They don't care about me. I only built everything here for them. Yeah, like the brands did a whole like consolidation. So like Logitech now owns Logitech, like blue microphones went into Logitech and it's all part of the one thing. Okay. I love the, oh, I didn't see you there. $6 o'clock. Ooh. Oh, that's right. We can put together an outfit. I like that she does the head tilt right after and the little bells go ding. Thank you. You have a friend who hadn't played in for a year, and when I went back in, the character said, "We thought you passed away, you were gone so long." Yeah, this game doesn't pull any punches when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm now going to have tons of visitors. Oh, here's Julian. Julian's my favorite. What's the latest? Haha, we meet again. Or, did that first meeting happen in my dream this morning? Julian dreamed about us. Okay, and you're a visitor, just chilling on the floor. Hello, you must be from Sanctuary. I wanted to say how marvelous it is here. I'm Soleil. Oh, I know people who love Soleil. Tarnation. Okay, let's roll our die. Nope, I want to roll the die. A 3. Eh, okay. How's life treating you these days? It just seemed like a good time to write you a note and check in. I know I might be grumpy from time to time, but I'm really rooting hard for you, kiddo. Aw, thanks, Buzz. The way that they do send mail and gifts back and forth to be like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but, you know, still around, still thinking of you. Oh my goodness, what happened to you? Are you a zombie pig? What? Hello, are you? Cobb. Normally I like to camp, rough it a little bit, but I'm in kind of a recovery and rehydrate phase. That means that I'm bored out of my mind. Glad you stopped by to spice things up, hot dog. Don't call me a hot dog, because then we gotta contend with the taco burger hot dog thing. Okay, let me put away my drink, because you probably don't want outside food. The UK Health Service ad that was going around saying, hey, if you played, you should check your Nintendo. Wow. Sorry, check your Nintendogs. Goodness, remember Nintendogs? Wow. Okay, we'll have an evening coffee. It's just the two of us. You know, you could give me coffee for free sometime, Brewster. That'd be great. No? Now I'm going to frustrate you by not drinking it right away. Even though Brewster's, if you have his picture, it says on the back, like, drinking hot coffee is the way to go. I'm going to, like, no. I brewed this cup especially for you. You have an entire pot of coffee over a flame over there, Brewster. I don't think you did. Just saying. I'm going to wait. Still too hot. I like it. The dots just keep getting longer. It's still too hot. I get the sense that you like your coffee on the lukewarm side. I do. I sure do. You don't say. Okay, coffee time. Can you imagine if when you went to get a coffee, like even just being served it somewhere, the person that served you the coffee just sat there until you drank down the entire cup? And then we're like, very good. Like, what? It goes down nice and mellow when it's cooled a little bit. There was one time where, like, I was in a diner and I ordered coffee and I ended up like spacing out and not drinking any of it. I didn't put like sugar or cream or anything. And they did say like, you didn't, you know, they're like, you didn't touch your coffee. And I'm like, oh. At that moment I realized, I'd like, oh wow, no, it's not like me to order coffee and not touch it. I was like, oh, it's odd. All right. Bye, Brewster. You're awesome. Unfortunately, because things on this island never close, I don't know if you ever, like, what are the hours for the museum? Yeah, the Roost is open 24/7. That kind of sucks for you, bud. Hey, Blathers is awake. That's right, because it's nighttime, so you're awake. Okay, let's check for a bottle on the beach. Hi, Rainbow Bears. It's just me and my bears. And then we'll go see if the hotel has like one more room to decorate. I don't see one over here. Hold on, who's that? Oh, that's Sprinkle. Okay. Oh, right, label. I can do a style session with you, but make it fast. It's a top coat? Wait. How does a top coat say vacation? That doesn't say leisurely. All right. Okay, let's see here. The top coat. Never beaten the allegations about that. Ooh, the corduroy pants would kind of go with the top coat, actually. If I'm on vacation, definitely a beret, although blue. There we go. Boots, we want something a little more... Oh, yeah, some pleather ankle booties. I guess I'm really going Emily in Paris with this look. Okay. What comes to mind when you say biscuit? A cookie or the stuff from Popeyes? Well, since it's coming from you, a cookie. Like, I would assume that's what you meant. I, obviously, would mean a biscuit of, like, you know, made dough rolled out and cut with a little tin and then baked in the oven. A little flaky layer kind of thing. Some butter on the side. Honestly, some butter on the top. Then you have it with some, oh, you have it with some, like, grape jelly. So good, because the salty of the biscuit and the butter and the grape jelly. So, yeah. Yeah. You're not going to get me that easily. You're going to have to try real hard. Okay. This is my vacation look. I think she's taking notes. She's actually drawing. Thank you, Label. You're the best. Okay, let me go change back to my normal clothes, because these are nice, but this is not what I like. It's not what I usually wear. Yeah, we also have crumpets. Yeah, like the way things are called things is it's very interesting in various places. But yeah, okay, that. Let me go back to my chain pants. I wish I had the chain pants in more colors. Take that off. It's actually colder. I should probably have some knit socks on. Not that you can really tell with my shoes and these pants, but I should have some knit socks on. And where's my cap? There we go. Yeah, this is my phone. This is my telephone box, which I don't think I can. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't like get inside of it, which sucks because then I would want it. I'd want it to make the, you know, the vorp noise. What you doing, Midge? You having thoughts? Thoughts are great. Yeah, scones. I thought, yeah, scones is what you call biscuits, but the thing is, we still call scones something different. I think. Oh, there's the bottle. Because yeah, we also have scones, or scones. Sorry, scones. To a friend I've yet to meet, I was cleaning and found this DIY recipe written on a piece of paper that I'd used as a bookmark. I tried the recipe myself and loved it, so it seemed worth sharing out. Try it if you have the materials. Wishing you well, Carrie. Oh, I already know how to make a golden garden bunny. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can grab this. Gotcha. It's a cacao tree. Cacao. Do I have a cacao tree up here? If it's gonna go anywhere, it's gonna go where my weird trees go. Yeah, this is my assemblage of strange trees. So let's see, we'll put you here if we can. Nice. I would love to meet some of the more modern doctors. I have met Peter Davison, so which like that was, I definitely lost my shit, like respectfully. I've also met John Pertwee. I held John Pertwee's cue cards because he was doing a little pledge drive break and I was tall. I met Sylvester McCoy, who was very nice and gives very good hugs. And then that's it. I would love to meet more of them. Oh, no, don't shoot the slingshot at the hotel. I'm a mess. I probably met more Star Trek performers than I have Doctor Who ones, but yeah. Yeah, let's go. Okay, what are we feeling today? Kitty room or a dreamy room? Let's do dreamy. I'm gonna put so many stuffed animals in this room. I'm gonna, like... I I have not thought about doing Awesome Con this year, and I probably should. I've never been a big convention goer. So going to what is essentially a fans of all kinds con is kind of overwhelming for me. Like I wouldn't really know what to do with myself. Sometimes I have friends who come down and they visit for it, and then I hang out with them. But I'm still in that weird, like if I'm not going to be on a panel or playing a game or something, it's hard for me to think, oh yeah, let me go to this convention. Okay. The Starry Wall is doing pretty good. Maybe let's do an accent. Oops, sorry. Starry Wall. And then the accent wall. It's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to need a sofa, a table. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, I think BarCon is a very valid thing to do as well. You just like, you know what? Let me just come and say hi to y'all, and that's fine. Yeah. Okay, let me stand in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me dropping stuff right in the middle of the room. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with like the little bed, not the big canopy bed. But I've already, okay, let me, yep. Oh. Oh, sorry, I'm being so silly. There we go. I should be doing it like this, not like the other way. Okay, if that's the couch is there, so let's do another like room with a smaller bed. That way they have room for stuff. But we do want to put that there. Okay. Let's see here. A little wardrobe would be good. And then a tea table. And nope. Okay, I didn't mean to put another bed in there. Although, you know what? No, well, no, we'll get rid of that because they don't usually have two people in a room. Okay, can we give you a little? I was hoping you had a pink in here. It's not really what I was going for. Okay, that's fine though. I think we will do a little cozy corner over here. So this can kind of double as a couch end table, and it can also double as like a place to sit and chill. You know what this place is missing? A shit ton of stuffed animals. We are starting to get into... We're starting to get a little bit into... is this... I'm going to say 4 letters, and people know or they don't know. But are we making a room for a guest or for someone who's ABDL? Because... this is turning into a very specific kind of theme room. Okay, how do I copy? Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry. You need to move. Here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, let's put the shelf. Let's put the shelf over here. Hey, Soul, welcome on in. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I forgot the Papa Bear is so big. So large. But I'm gonna guess that you can also use, like, double this as a big chair. Oh, the tweed's cute. Checkered with a little red ribbon. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, that chair is so large. The bear is so big. But oh well. And then let's see. We'll move y'all over here under the window. These are just like your traveling stuffies. Like if you need an emotional support stuffy, you're good to go. That bear's gonna keep you safe at night. Or something. Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, can we customize the rug? Not really. Can we customize these? We can. What colors do y'all have? Ooh, a little orange sherbet unicorn. Oh my goodness, like a little Care Bear. Hey, welcome on in, Raiders. I am just decorating a room, and they wanted it to be dreamy, so I'm putting as many stuffed animals in here as will fit. Pirate rabbit. Aw. Okay, maybe we have a touch of goth. I do put a touch of goth in every room. But I do like the orange sherbet, like, unicorn. That's really cute. Okay. I've got a wardrobe over there that you can actually access because the couch is not in the way. I don't know about the mobile. I feel like I need an actual light in here. So let me see what we can do. I need like an actual light. So let's go look for lighting options. And think of what sounds cute. Oh my gosh. You know what I want to watch, and I don't know if there's a way for me to get it easily, is I would love to watch A Touch of Cloth. If anyone has seen that spoof of A Touch of Frost, that was my jam. That was a delightful parody. Okay, wall-mounted lamps. Do we have any cute wall-mounted lamps? The glow-in-the-dark stickers might also work, but I'm looking for like a wall lamp. These are all paintings. These are, oh my god, I have so many of the gyroids. Am I missing where the lamps are? I think, hold on. Yeah, like, okay, ceiling decor. Got that light. Wall mounted. That should be the lamps, shouldn't it? Ah, okay. Over here I can change paintings, Brewster's. Okay, hold on. Then I don't think the lamps... Oh, well, no, they're... Okay, the lamps are here. I'm just being silly. I have an iron wall lamp or floral sconce. Can I change the iron wall lamp pink? No. but I can make it white. So I think we'll have to do that. What about these? Can these be something different? Oh, just the light in them can be different. It's no. Okay. All right. We want to get some lights in here. One over the bed. Okay, that's a little close over the bed, personally. So what I'll do is I'll move these up one more. Okay, and then let me actually copy this lamp, copy this light. That's too much light. Let's put them, yeah, we'll put you here and you here. Okay. Let me see if I can customize this lamp. Can we get a pink out of this, maybe? Yes, we can get a pink. We can also get a pattern. Let's do a pink light on the top. Okay, we are definitely getting cozy now with our little council of stuffies. Oh, can I customize the stars too? The stars should be pink if possible. Purple, pink, yeah. We'll do purple stars. I did something wrong. Hold on. Okay, so let's get rid of those. There we go. Okay. What do I feel like I'm missing now? I didn't put any music up, like any albums. What do we suggest for music here? What do they consider dreamy music? Bubblegum KK. That makes sense. Bubblegum KK. And I Love You. Okay, those make sense. Oops. One too many. Okay, put an album here. An album here. And then we probably want some speakers. Do we have any cute speakers here? Oh, there's a cute music player. Perfect. Put that there. Oh, and a dehumidifier. That's good too. Let's do that. Or rather, a humidifier. Okay, you know what? I need one more table. I'm gonna put... Okay. Since I need the wardrobe to match that, that was gonna bother me. Okay, that's a bit better. It's not what I meant to do. Pink humidifier. And you go here. Can you not go on top of the thing? Oh, I guess you can't go on top of... Can you go on top of this? You can. Okay. There we go. Alright, humidifier there. Do I have room for, like, one more table? Like, a little long table would be great. Maybe a vanity? Yeah, because you want to see how cute you are. Okay, that's not it, fam. Come here. I wish you were a little bit longer. Because I feel like oh well, I'll put you on the table. What are my options for the radio? Okay, that's fine then. then, per usual, yeah, if you want... let's see here. Okay, maybe we will stuffy picnic over here. You can't sit on the bed. That's fair. Because I realize I need space for a chair over here. At the vanity. And then finally, because it is my thing, I will find a trash can. So let's see. I think I wanted housewares for that. I had a hard time finding this last time too. There's no way to just like search by name, I think. There we go. Yep, it's always going to be the rattan waste bin because we can just paint it white. I wish you had a pink, but you don't. There you go. The only thing I didn't put in here was any plants. Oh my gosh, what if I put... What if I put a big storybook vine in here? Oh, okay, no, that's not gonna do it. That's gonna give you nightmares, so we don't want to do that. I don't know, I've got like a thing to play music. I've got your wardrobe, your stuffies. There's a clock because I need to have a clock. Oh, take care, Esoterica. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, sorry, yeah, I was going to see if I had just a plant. I don't think they suggest a plant at all, do they? They do suggest some desserts. That to me is funny. Like, you can go to the lobby and get desserts. No plants, huh? Alright, let's see if we can find... The cacao tree would... Oh, the Monstera would be nice. Do you have a white pot? You do. Always good. Little Monstera is always nice. Okay. You go over here. And maybe... What other rug options? Did I have a room for like a tiny rug? A little bath mat? No. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, cute. Cute wall. It's so cute. I can't even. Okay. It's weird I can't use the camera from here. Okay, let's finish. Because I think this is bubblegum, right? Yeah, this is bubblegum. Okay, let's get a picture. feel like I'm getting better at taking these pictures as well. And then we just come back. Ah, where were we? I don't know. I'm done. I'm a little surprised, although I'm glad they give you a guide, because I typically don't decorate rooms at all, but I like that they give you a theme to go with. You can still put anything you want in there, but they give you a theme to go with, so that's nice. And yeah, if you wanted to speed run the whole hotel, oh, I do like that luggage. That reminds me of my own suitcase. So yeah, I'll take it. I also really like this. It's totally tubular. Yep. I also like because it looks like it has modern design books on it, which is appropriate. Because yeah, when like metal and tubes started coming around the Art Deco, like people were like, I don't know about that, and then everything they made was like so comfy and modular. I was like, okay, I guess you're onto something. Maybe one day we'll come back and we'll change the standard outfits. But right now we have Soleil, Sherry, and Cobb all visiting. Cobb is in my ranch room that I turned into a goth room. And then that's my cutesy room. So yeah, now I do wonder, again, after I've made the rooms, how do I tell them, hey, I'd like to change the room? But otherwise, yeah, this is fun. I am going to wind it down so I can get some food and figure out the rest of my evening. But I like that we come out and we're just getting that beautiful blue sky. Oh, the beautiful blue sky and the ocean. There are times, and the stars are coming out. There are times when I would love to just change the clock when I play on Sundays to evening, because this game is very pretty at night. Trying to get my... There we go. And I should find the date of like a shooting star date. Star date, shooting. Oh, I think that's a new lily. Now that I've tidied up my island from all the flowers, they're just everywhere. I'd love to do a shooting star night. Oh, hold up. Okay, let me get this right. Dig. Bells. Inventory. Nope, sorry. Inventory. Bury in the hole. Yeah. Chevra, my cute little goat. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, you're so adorable. Bye, you're so cute. I was not threatening you with the shovel, sorry. I also put these vines in more places so that I can get up and down again. So the flowers over here are all okay. I might organize them a little bit differently by color or something, but these are all fine. Because they're next to my flower library, so I assume bees are doing bee stuff. I should get a beehive. And yeah, so that'll be it for Wednesday. I will find someone for us to raid and say hi to. I also like the little moss that you get from the weird island. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me this evening. It's been nice to do a little power washing and a little Animal Crossing, and decorate one more room, which I can do when I have like slight guardrails to choose from. So that's really nice. But otherwise, yeah, let me wind out of this and find someone to raid. And yeah, it's been a while since I played Animal Crossing on a non-Sunday, so that was nice. However, now it's time to get going. Okay, go. Do the thing. You're embarrassing me. Okay. Oh, wow. Julian's doing like a nighttime workout. Good for him. But yeah, let me close up shop. Oops, I meant to always do the wrong thing. There we go. I never got back to playing that Love Voice on Air, because it is definitely a BL like organizing game. Like you're organizing voice casts for audio dramas and stuff, but it was a lot of management game that I wasn't really ready for. But I'm gonna come over here. So hopefully if anyone's trying to raid, they'll notice that I am starting to end my stream. So please don't raid me. Although it would be funny if that raid from Games Done Quick of like over 1,000 people had hit, because then I would have been stuck. Like, well, I guess I gotta keep streaming. I guess I'm gonna turn the kitchen on and we'll go in there while I make dinner or something. But yeah, let me see who's online. Ooh, Lamia is playing Relooted. So if anyone is not aware of Relooted, in Relooted, it is a sort of like free running, it's a kind of free run heist game where you are part of a crew that is stealing stuff back from museums. Because as Indiana Jones says, that should be in a museum, except when that shouldn't. And it should actually be returned to the people to whom it belongs and not in your museum. I might be looking at you, British Empire. So we'll go over and say hi to Cassie. There we go. And if you, pardon me. And if you are over on YouTube and you are watching on YouTube, come on over to Twitch because we're going to go over and we're going to say hi to Metalamia on Twitch. Otherwise, I will see you next time on YouTube, and obviously I'll see you next time here. Let me push the button so I don't forget to do that. To say thank you to everybody for being here. It's been lovely having you. The raid calls and all the other stuff are going to happen. I forgot to do this to say thank you for the resubs. But yeah, we're gonna go over with a hashtag herbrave with my love and disco emote. If you're not a subscriber, the virtual hug emote works. Hello, new followers. Boo Propion Princess, Tiny Chaos Mouse, and Men for Life. Resubs from Meridu, Tyran, and Nick. Raids from Sirius, Looney, Nether, and DC. And my moderators for hanging out. I appreciate you all. All of the links to my content. Sorry. Content on Blue Sky, YouTube, my blog at urbanbohemian.com, and there's a link to my Discord. And once again, are the raid calls. Feel free to copy them and come on along with the raid. I see that follow. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I'll be back next. My next planned stream is on Saturday. I don't have any plans for cooking or anything before then. My friend and I are going to try to get together for lunch or brunch on Saturday, so I will not be lingering very long after stream like I usually do. Um, if something happens or something comes up or there's like a game or a demo that I want to do, I may try to do some let's stick to 15 to 20 minutes looking at something streams. So like, 2 games for 40 minutes kind of thing. Like 30 at the outset because there's a lot of demos and a lot of stuff and we're getting a lot of things in our inbox and it'd be lovely to get a look at them all. But I'm only one person who streams part-time. So that's hard. But I would love to be able to showcase a lot of these things, and it's just not as possible as I'd like. So let me start the raid, and we'll go over and say hello. And outside of that, I hope that you're having a good week so far. Mine has been a little more stressful than I'd like, but I am managing as best I can. Doing stuff like this helps. Having no plan and just playing chill games for a few hours works great. I'm gonna go offline and play some less chill games because I got some Division stuff to do and probably some Destiny stuff to do. That's not as chill. That's a little less chill. But y'all get the chill stuff. And yeah, um, I'm out of words. I don't really have anything else going on. When I do, I'll let you know. But until then, thank you, and I'll see you at the weekend. And I hope that between now and then, maybe you're able to do something nice for yourself. Find a little treat to give yourself. Mine is going to be some seedless grapes after dinner because they're like crunchy and sweet and delicious. Um, and then probably brunch on the weekend's also going to be my treat to myself. We're going to have some good conversations and walk around because it will finally be above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I can actually go outside and not freeze. So yeah. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. I'll see you in Cassie's channel. Everyone be on your best behavior, be your best selves. Do take care of yourselves and be kind to yourself because you deserve it. You're worth it. See you soon.